What a game of football, people. The Euros semi-finals have kicked off and Spain have absolutely destroyed France and put them in their place today. Absolutely amazing game from Spain. And we have to acknowledge a special player that we witnessed today. We will acknowledge him today. But before we do that, guys, I'm KJ. Welcome to the Football Terrace. This is the Spain versus France match reaction. And I'm here with you guys today to cover all things the Euros tonight. And what a game we just witnessed. So remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace, like the video, and also go make sure you put on your notifications so you don't miss out on any single video the Football Terrace puts out. Also, today we are sponsored by the one and only NordVPN, the best VPN out there. If you're abroad like we are, and you're looking to watch, you wanted to watch your TV shows, your films, maybe some football matches, this is the best VPN to get because they are solid, they are secure, and they keep everything safe. Make sure you download the app. Make sure you go sign up to NordVPN and scan the QR code right next to me on here to get a TFT special discount plus some extra months as well, guys. Remember, so NordVPN, the best out there, the most secure, the best VPN, and the best way to watch all the things that you want to watch outside of your region. Just whack it on, and next thing you know, all the shows, all the games, all the TV, all the films that you want to watch are there at your disposal. Now, guys, we have to talk about tonight. We have to talk about tonight. People wondering where Terry is. Terry is out. He's actually enjoying himself in Germany tonight. That is what we're here to do. As much as work. Terry, he wants to go see Dusseldorf. He wants to go see some of the fans live. So that is where he is today. So he will be back later. And we're back tomorrow for the England reaction. For today, you've got me, guys. Today, you've got me. But Spain. France. Where to start? You've got the score. You've got the domination of France. You've got the special player in Yamal. You've got Mbappe's performance. So much things to talk about. But you know what? Let's talk about Spain as a whole. Spain have been the best attacking team in the tournament. And you see why. And you see why. They went up against this France team who are seen as the best team in the world, who's seen as the best structured team in the world when it comes to tournament football, knockout football. And they absolutely dismantled them. They had them under pressure from minute dot. And yes, they may have conceded. And yes, they went a goal down. But the questions that we've been asking, the question that I asked, the question that I thought that Spain couldn't answer, they answered in full. Not only did they go behind, but they responded fairly quickly and took the lead fairly quickly after that as well. Absolutely stupendous performance from everyone, from all the way from the back, all the way to the forward line. Amazing stuff. And you've got to give credit to the Spain team because no one really was looking at them as favorites for the tournament. They're in amongst around the teams that could do something, but they never were outright favorites. It was your France, it was your Portugals, it was your Englands, and your Germanys. I think those four teams were seen as higher ranked as Spain this tournament. Obviously, they haven't got a team full of world beaters. They've got Rodri, but it's not like every position has world-class players in. You've got the young players coming through as well. You've got players that are proving themselves, like Olmo and Fabian Ruiz. But they stood up today, and they were absolutely perfect. It was brilliant from start to finish, and I cannot believe what I've just seen. I can't believe they made this Can't believe they made the France team look average. I know France ain't been playing well, but they made them look average. In the attack, they just was cutting through them. In the defense, they didn't give France much. And you just got to commend France. You got to absolutely commend France. got a comment here. We got a super chat first from DK. He says, Messi held Jamal as a baby, and he has become as him. We'll get into Yamal in a moment because what a special talent he is. But I want to talk about someone who we consider the best player in the world. Many people consider him the best player in the world. And this tournament, he has not shown up at all. I think for the levels he set himself, he has not done himself any justice this tournament. And I think that person is Kylian Mbappé. Let's talk about Kylian Mbappé because we've got a comment here from Mindful says, Mbappé is finito. He's finished. I don't necessarily agree with the fact that Mbappé is finished. Mbappé is still one of the best players in the world. He's still going to get his move to Real Madrid and show why he's one of the best. He's still a quality footballer. That's never going to be disputed. But Mbappé in this tournament, granted, yes, he did have a broken nose. He did get his nose injury, and he's been playing with a mask on, and apparently that's impeding his game, his vision, his ability to breathe, all these things. I get all of that. But Kylian Mbappé this tournament has not been good. He just hasn't. It's as simple as he's been a shadow of his former self. And I know he came out and he spoke about how France, they're different to what they were in 2018 and 2020 and all these other years with players like Paul Pogba in the team who can find him a lot easier than maybe some of the players in his France team so far. But he just wasn't looking at himself. He was making the wrong decisions. He was playing poor balls, taking a terrible shots. And the only goal I can recall him scoring is from a penalty. And that is a sad state of affairs for someone of his quality, of his level, of someone who's supposed to take the torch from the likes of Ronaldo, from the likes of Messi. He is supposed to be one of the guys that take that torch and be considered a potential GOAT. And it's just not this tournament, he has not lived up to the hype at all. Not lived up to his ability at all. And maybe he had the Real Madrid move on his mind. Maybe he was thinking that this team, we're not really fully there yet. But whatever it was, Mbappe's tournament was not good. And I know Mbappe fanboys will not want to hear this, but it's the truth. It weren't great. It weren't that good at all. So a lot to think about for Kylian Mbappe, and hopefully he returns in the summer, takes a break, and he starts to kick his Real Madrid off career very, very well. Because the last thing you want to see is off the back of this tournament, a talent like Mbappe just starts to dwindle down. I don't think he's finished. I just think he's had a bad moment for himself. Now, someone mentioned Deschamps. Is it time for Deschamps to go, people? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know in the comment section below. Is it time for him to do it? The man has won a Nations League and he's won the World Cup for France. He's been there for so long, and he has been one of the best international managers in modern time. But there comes a time where the signs are on the wall, the writing's on the wall, and you just got to say to yourself, it's time. It's time. Didier Deschamps, it is time. I think the way that football is going, especially international scene, the traditional way of being compact, being hard to break down, being the team that doesn't concede and scoring when you can, is going. It's slowly going in international football, because we saw many teams this tournament who are not as good as France, who have not got the same ability as France, play on the front foot, play on with a high press, play more attacking football, and they had a better results, pound for pound. They gave him better performances, pound for pound. And you got to look at the manager in this one and say, listen, Deschamps, are you the guy? Are you the guy to take France forward anymore? I don't think that's the case. I think he's been here long enough. I think he's been here long enough. We got a super chat here saying one open play goal the whole tournament by France. Shake my head. Joshua Jack is correct. Only one open play goal, and that was tonight. It's just not good enough for France. It really isn't. It really isn't good enough for France at all. I'm just going to take a quick look to see where the panel is. Make sure that they are ready to come on. But yes, guys, it's been a woeful tournament for some of the big teams, France included. And so they are out, and deservedly so. They are out, and deservedly so. Sorry, guys. Let me just quickly do this. Where's the panel? Needs to be loading, man. I'm waiting for you guys. I've started. But yes, guys, enough about France now. Enough about their poor tournament. We need to chat about the star boy of the tournament. We need to chat about the young man that's taking the Euros by storm. The youngest ever player to score in a Euro semi-final, I believe. Maybe even a Euros ever. And that's Lamine Yamal. What an absolute talent. So I don't think I've ever seen this before in my life. 16 years of age, playing on the highest level for one of the biggest countries in the world, potentially carrying them through to a final and winning a whole tournament at the age of 16. I've never seen it before in my life. And it's not just the fact that he's young and he's got good pace and he's got good skill. He's got good technique. It's up here. The football IQ. The football IQ is beyond his years. It's light years ahead of his years. His ability to make the correct decision time and time again in the game is stupendous. And he was leading, I think he's joint leader or leading the assist charts this tournament. That's amazing. But to also produce such a beautiful goal to get your team back into the semi-final at his young age, phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. People need to realize what we're witnessing right now. They need to really realize what they're witnessing right now, because I don't think we will see this again, maybe in our lifetimes. Most of us are in our mid-20s. Some of us are in our 18 plus. Some of us are 35, 40 plus. I'm telling you now, I don't think we will ever see a 16-year-old do what Yamal has done in this tournament until we're long gone. Because you do not do what you're doing and think that's normal. What Yamal is doing is not normal. He's got the touch. He's got the speed. He's got the awareness. He's got the skills. He's got the weight of pass. He's got the football IQ. It is absolutely stupendous. Stupendous. And listen, we're going to get on to other players, people. We're going to get on to other players. Don't worry about that. But we have to take time to speak about Yamal because he is amazing. He is amazing. And to not take our time out to speak about him, I think would be disrespectful and disingenuous to what's happening right now. Well, we got man like King Hoodie Huddle says, Yamal's silky left foot reminds me of Mahrez. Hey, listen, that left foot of his is potentially better than Mahrez's. Let's be honest now. Mindful says, Yamal over Palmer. I'm not here to do no player comparisons today. I'm here to speak about the players, the individual. Palmer's an excellent talent. Let's not do that today. Yamal is just exceptional. Let's talk about him. Top of Golden Boot by the way of most assists. I think that is talking about Dani Olmo, because Dani Olmo has now scored the equal amount of goals for the top goal scorer. I think drawing with potentially Cody Capper. I need to check that. But yes, what else are people saying about this young man? Yamal is amazing, I must admit. Yes, Tywin Lannister. Hey, listen, you've got to admit, bro. You've got to admit the beauty that is this kid. Yamal is phenomenal. Yes, he is. He's absolutely brilliant. Man like what man like? Oh, I apologize. So Kate, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. That's just a force of habit. Girl like Kate, woman like Kate, our G Kate, you know what I'm saying? Coming in with the excellent comment there. What else are we saying? Yes, absolute baller. He's better than Endrick. Hey, listen, like I said, I'm not here to do up comparisons. I ain't here to do that. But if you guys want to chat about that in the comment section, that is a mad shout. Is Yamal better than Endrick? Is he better than the Estevals? Is he better than the Cole Palmers? That is for you guys to decide in the comment section below. Super chat here said, if you win tomorrow, are you confident that you can beat Spain? I want to change. I want to save that for later on in the show when the panel comes. Yeah, that's gonna be a techie one. The Spain team are looking dangerous, looking very, very dangerous. Another player we need to talk about though. Rodri. This guy, he's just great, isn't he? Like he's a player that if you're not watching him, you don't focus on what he's doing. You kind of think, oh, why is he actually doing for the team? But his ability to break up play, keep the ball, keep the game ticking, and just make sure the team is solid and do not lose possession. Absolutely phenomenal footballer. You can see why when he's out the Man City team, there's a big difference. If he's out of the Spain team, say he picks up an injury during the tournament, or say he, I don't know, got suspended for a game, you will see a massive difference in his Spain team. Because without Rodri, things don't tick. He is the anchor. He is the linchpin. He is the one that makes things happen. And he's able to make players around him better. Whether that's through leadership, whether that's through directing them, whether that's through just allowing them to play their game, that they don't have to worry. Like, look at Cucurella. He can go forward and do what he needs to do because he knows he's got Rodri behind him, doing the stuff that maybe he's not the greatest at. Amazing player, amazing performance. He's definitely in there as one of the players of the tournament, 100%. He's definitely in the team of the tournament for me. Without him, Spain, they probably do well, but they don't look the same because he's a special talent. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we've got some comments here, guys. Guys, tell me about Rodri. What do you think? Ivor, is this come up? Ivor says Rodrigo isn't a real person. Cucurella plays well if he's on, as if he's on steroids. This guy looks world class. Cucurella walks straight into the Chelsea team. Some praise for Cucurella. He has been good this tournament. Chelsea fans, will you take him back into the Chelsea team? He's had a poor start to his life as a Chelsea player. His first season was not great. First half of his second season weren't great, but then he slowly started to pick up form. And this Euros, he's arguably been the best left back at the tournament. Chelsea fans, will you take him back? Would you take him back? That is the question. That is the question. What other comments we got here? Let me see. We got Lucky Singh saying, Spain. I want win before. Oh, I wanted Spain to win before the start of the tournament. All spirit. I think you're saying that Spain are now showing their quality that they had from the start of the tournament that he believed in. Well, that's a great comment there. Man like Jack Manion says Saliba stinker when it mattered most. Oh, William Saliba. Listen, William Saliba, fantastic defender. He was also one of the best defenders in this entire tournament. To say it, did he have a stinker? I don't think he had a stinker. I think he just came up against a team who were just better on the day. And you can't take away his tournament at all. You can't take away his tournament. You can't take away his quality just from this one game. Yeah, I can't say he's had a stinker when it matters most. He's been arguably France's best player. France's best player. People saying yes, he did. He did have I don't think he had a stinker personally. But you know what? I've got a great person to ask this question to because he is the best judge of character, of football knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Man like Judge Mo is in the house. Yes, yes, Mo. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Sorry, just messing around with the controls here. But yes, Spain destroying France. And Mbappé.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something about this. Big up KJ. Give big up guys in the chat. Make sure to like the video, guys, before you go on. There is different dedication between these players, between the Spanish and the French, to be honest. This is one of the things that people... I'm not sure if people realize this and notice this on the pitch. The difference between Barcola, Dembele, Mbappe, Griezmann, and the rest of the team, and Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, is that Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams were tracking back, were working hard for the team, were doing everything for the team. They were double on the wingers, while Ousmane Dembele was just standing there waiting for the ball to come to him, and he was absolutely making the wrong decision after the wrong decision. Kylian Mbappé had an assist, yes, but Kylian Mbappé on the pitch sometimes, if things are not going their way, and that's the difference. When you play for PSG, you always have the ball. Your team is always on the front foot. Today, they weren't on the front foot for the whole game. So, and he's not Lionel Messi, which is what we saw at the end. He had the chance to equalize and he didn't. So work harder a little bit. Work harder, Kylian Mbappé sometimes. Help a little bit. Come deeper. Try to ask for the ball more. He didn't. Ousmane Dembele is terrible, is absolutely terrible, to be honest, because the only players that can afford to not work hard for the team are the players that will make the difference when the chance comes. Ousmane Dembele 4, 5, 6, 10 times had the chance to go one-on-one on Kukurea. Didn't get the best out of him apart from once. And he got a corner at the end. He did not create chances from that. Kylian Mbappé had one chance, had the assist for Colomoni. But other than that, the French national team, you look at them, you can see the egos. You can see how these players react. You can watch Barcola watching Lamine Yamal being one-on-one with Hernandez and not even looking at tracking back. While Nico Williams, until the last minute, tracking all the way back to the line. Lamine Yamal. And that's the difference between a humble player, even though probably, I'm going to say Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal are better than Barcola, right? But they're more humble. They are given the football. This is what we normally used to say in football. Coaches used to tell us, give the football, give the pitch, give the ball, give everything on the pitch, and then football will give you back. These guys didn't. I didn't think France did enough today. I thought they were lazy the majority of the times. I thought the wingers, they were isolated. Each one, by the way, Kylian Mbappé at the end was looking at Ousmane Dembele like, what are you doing? And Ousmane Dembele should look back at him and think, what are you doing as well? Miss-hitting crosses, miss-hitting shots. To be honest with you, Kylian Mbappé, when he makes the difference, he makes the difference. But a game like today, I'm looking at him, and and he had the chances to equalize, to make things happen, and he didn't. Lamine Yamal did, 16 years old. He did. And I get that Mbappé did it when the World Cup in 2018. That's 6 years ago. You're still living on this, bro. That's 6 years ago. It's gone. It's done. That's 6 years ago. He's still living off that, KJ. He's still living off that.
Yeah, it's good. I remember in the during the last Euros, I believe it was, where Mbappe just seemed arrogant. I think, is that the year that Benzema came back as well? And then it was just, I don't know, there's something about him that tournament that it just stunk. His attitude really, really stunk at that tournament. And the World Cup came round and you saw a different attitude from Mbappe again, where he switched it on.
He had a great final though, but again, the attitude, it doesn't, look, he wants the team to play for him and he doesn't want to play for them. Like, I feel like Kylian Mbappé, yes, he had a good assist today, fantastic cross. Okay. But again, I didn't feel like he worked out. The problem is not only him. There are other players on the pitch that I feel like they aren't playing for the team. They aren't. They're playing for themselves. Like, to be honest, there are a lot. There's a lot of egos. You didn't feel like Rodri today, being a treble winner, being a Premier League winner, was anything but a humble player, running around, helping youngsters. Didn't ask for anything from anybody. Everybody's working hard for the. You feel the unity in the Spanish team. I didn't feel the unity in the French team at all. And I'm gonna put this down. Maybe not personalities, because I don't know the personalities. I know Kylian Mbappe's personality, based on what I saw from PSG, but I'm also tactics. To be honest, tactics, preparation. Didier Deschamps is not preparing. You feel the Spanish national team's unity and the tactics are working well. But the French, they didn't deserve to be. To be honest with you, Spain didn't play well. France didn't play well the whole World Cup, just as the whole Euros. They just didn't.
That's true.
The France didn't. Like, France didn't. I didn't see one game from France and said, "Whoa, you blowing your opponents away." Well, the Spain, to be honest, they were a couple of games, 3-4 games. They were absolutely amazing, Spain, and that's why they deserve to be in the final. They deserve to be in the final.
I agree. I utterly agree with that. It's been a very stinky tournament for France, and do you think it's time for change, Mo? Deschamps has been there for a long time now. Obviously, got them a World Cup, got them to another final in the World Cup. Has failed to give them the Euros, though. That's one thing that just keeps eluding them. Do you think it's time for a change for this French time and start to become more proactive on the football pitch?
Yeah, I think Zidane is out there. He's waiting for the job. I know that Didier Deschamps said that he's going to stay with France until 2026. It's time for a change, to be honest. It's time for a change. It's time to get a new manager in. And also, it's time to not... Like, he's doing the same things over and over again, which is putting Kylian Mbappé up top and then putting him as a striker and then changing him back. Bro, just try something else. Olivier Giroud off the bench. Come on, just give me a break. 37 years old, can't even run, bro. He's with all due respect, the guy can't run. He's a good player, great player back in the day. Come on, he can't run. And you're asking him to run and just do these things. Come on, it's not looking great, even though they have the talent. The problem is, if you look at this French team, they have the talent. The Camavingas, the Tchouameni. Dembele is very talented, but nothing to show for it. Barcola is talented, you know what I mean? But they don't have Colomwani, there is Thuram, there is Saliba, there is Konate, there is Theo Hernandez and his brother Lucas Hernandez, there is Pavard, who's still 28, there's Kunde. So it's time to look at the manager and say, yeah, you got to change, to be honest. You have to change something. You have to change something here, because it's not looking good for the French in World Cup 2026 if it stays. And by the way, Kylian Mbappé is going to Real Madrid. Broski, you're not going to be the ultimate star. There's Vinny Jr. there, Champions League winner, La Liga winner. There is Jude Bellingham. There are stars there. So you're not... I don't know how this guy is going to deal with the players that are there. But if there's only one man to manage him, if there's only one man, it's Ancelotti. You know that. It's Ancelotti.
Dan Carlo would get... With Mbappé at Madrid, you just got to hope he respects the club and the badge and the manager, which I think he would. He's always wanted to play for Real Madrid. So, yeah, we'll see that. But moving on from France, Yamal, Mo, talk to me. How special, in your opinion, is this kid?
I know it's a tough question and people get so sensitive, but I have not seen a player in my lifetime do this at the age of 16. Not Messi, not Cristiano Ronaldo. R9 was not like this when he was 16. He started being a 19. This Lamine Yamal, I don't think I've seen a player, even Messi is not that at the age of 16. He has everything to be arguably one of the best players. I know it's too early, but a lot of people, when they saw Messi, if we remember that game when he scored 3 goals versus Real Madrid, I think in 2007, if I'm not mistaken, right? Under Schuster. And people said, yeah, this guy is going to go to be one of the best players in the world, in the history of the sport. I'm looking at Lamine Yamal and I say, if you go on, and especially if Barcelona get the likes of Nico Williams to actually level a little bit, balance the other side, why not? Why not? At the age of 16, though, like I remember Ronaldo, the phenomenal, he's my favorite player ever in the history. When he started being 18, but to be like this at the age of 16, playing in your national team, being the starter in Barcelona, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and being the star of the team, being the go-to. Also, there is one more thing about players. His teammates trust him. He's the go-to guy. He's the go-to guy. You know what I mean? When it's stuck for Spain, they're all right to go to Lamine Yamal. That doesn't happen when you're 16 years old. Normally, when you're 16 years old and you're young, you get carried a little bit around. You know what I mean? But it looks like the likes of Rodri. Look to him and give him the ball. Trust the kid. He can do it. He's up for the challenge. He's up for the task. But I know it's awkward conversation. I know it is awkward conversation. It's really awkward. People just don't want to hear it, bro. People don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and you know what it is? For me, I said it earlier in the show, like it's his football IQ, his decision making, and like I think it's very easy to overhype young players, like when they do something really good. But then what happens is like there's lots of there's a rashness in that young player. There's a rawness in that young player. So when you overhype it, that normally will affect the player to the point where he doesn't reach that potential. Yamal's his IQ is insane. His decision making is insane. Like I haven't seen anything like it before. I haven't even seen many pros, like many fully grown men, make as many correct decisions in the game as he does.
Okay. Can you put mindful comment up on the please? It's right there.
Yeah.
That's the whole point, my friend. Listen, maybe you don't understand it. That's the whole point. That at the age of 16, Messi is born in 87. At the age of 16, it was 2003. Ronaldinho just joined Barcelona. That's the whole point. We're hearing about Messi in 2006, in that when he was 19 years old, right? This is the difference. This is why you're not listening. I didn't watch Messi because he wasn't in the picture. Lamine Yamal, Barcelona saw this kid is good enough to come and shift players, and we can start him. Spain thought, you know what, we're not going to wait for this kid to play in the youth teams. We're going to put him into the first team. That is the whole point. That's what you are missing. When we didn't hear about Messi in 2003, because at that time he wasn't ready. Lamine Yamal is ready, and you're watching it every day, my friend. Barcelona was at their prime. Ronaldinho just joined, by the way. And just to let you know, mindful, in 2003 and 2004, right, from that point on, after Monaco, right, that Monaco final with Porto, Jolie joined Barcelona. So if Messi was ready, they would have put him to start instead of Ludovic Jolie. Maybe you don't know, maybe you don't remember. It was Jolie, Eto'o, and Messi, and Ronaldinho. But moving on from that, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think, people get their timelines mixed up with this whole Messi thing. Yes,
people have the nostalgia thing. Messi was fantastic, but I doubt that anyone has seen a 16 years old. Okay, I can't remember a 16 years old being that great. Maybe we have seen 16 years old play for the national team. I think Rooney played when he was 18, but he wasn't the star of the team. That's what people are missing the point. Mm-hmm. Lamine Yamal is not only playing for the team, he is one of the stars of this team. There's a difference between you're part of the squad at the age of 18, you're played, and there are better players than you. I don't think there's a better player than Lamine Yamal in the Spanish national team. And that is what people don't understand.
Rodri, like pound for pound, is better than him, obviously, because of age and positioning plays and all these things. But outside of Rodri, no, you can't. No one can chat to Yamal. No, really, let's be honest. No one can chat to him. He is what he is. Like, people still accept that. But yeah, we've got a super chat here from EMMC. Fouling and counter merchants in the mud. Real ball won today. Yes, the football that Spain are playing are fantastic. And they're best in the tournament. You know who else is best in the tournament, Mo? NordVPN. They are the best VPN service out there. And we have got a special deal for you where you guys can get a big discount and an extra 4 months on top of that as well. Make sure you scan that QR code next to Mo to make sure you get that deal. If you guys are out in the world, you maybe want to watch something from your country, but there's a block, there's a region block. NordVPN, whack it on. You can get all the shows, all the TV, all the football games that you want to watch. You can go do that as well. Also, if you're a bit wary of how the internet is running, NordVPN House protects your sensitive data, keeps everything private and secure so that you don't have to worry about anyone finding out information about you that you don't want to find out. So, guys, go over to NordVPN, sign up, use the discount code in the description below, and get the best VPN in the tournament. Let's go. Let's go. Mo, I got a question for you about...
Before we go on, Lamine Yamal becomes the youngest player ever to win man of the match in a UEFA game. Why do people, I don't know, listen, why do people hate on the kid? Maybe because you wanted to be a football player. Maybe people just wanted to be football players and you guys failed. And that's why you're hating on the kid. No, but seriously, why hate on a 16 years old? Like it doesn't make any sense, bro.
Nah, people don't like change. People don't like change. So we've been used to Messi and Ronaldo for the longest time. They've dominated the sport for like 20 years. And now that they're on the decline, both of them are on a decline, it's hard for people to accept the fact that things are moving on. And you've got the likes of Yamal, who is legit now the next in line. Messi himself baptized this child. If those images are
the thing about it, we're not saying that Lamine Yamal is Messi's level now. Yeah. But if you look at his talent and what he did for the sport, if Spain, okay, let's just be honest. Spain are the favorites against the Netherlands or England in the final, right? If Spain win the Euros, this guy might win player of the tournament.
Yeah.
Literally, he might win player of the tournament, right? Mm-hmm. So everything is lined up for this guy. If something happens, if he gets injured, if Barcelona falls off, if something, you know what I mean? Something out of the ordinary happens, yes, we might not see this guy as the best player in the world. Like R9, for example. R9 was supposed to be, in my opinion, the best in the history. Back-to-back knee injuries, well, destroyed his career, but he still had a fantastic and a phenomenal career. He's my favorite player, as I mentioned that before. Lamine Yamal, at this current rate, how many World Cups and Euros can he play in? How many? And look at the generation. Rodri is still 27. He's not old. He still can have a World Cup and a Euros. Listen, people are just jealous of the guy, jealous of his success. He's 16 years old, amazing football player, humble as well on the pitch. As far as we see in this tournament, works hard for the team, works hard going forward, works hard defensively. His coach counts on him to do all the aspects of the game. So there is nothing there is nothing I see that can stop this kid from being one of the best in the world. Why not? Why not? There is nothing bar an injury, something out of the ordinary. People are just hating. People really are hating. But guys, there is adults. You guys are adults in the chat. Some of you guys, really. Some of you are adults in the chat. Adults and older people, right? Some of you have jobs. Some of you have wives. Then you have girlfriends. And you're hating on a 16 years old. Get a life. Do something better with your life.
Listen, I just have a clear message to send to the world. Viva España. Viva La Roja. We made it. From the start, I said I'm supporting Spain and Turkey. One of my teams left. Now I have one more team left. And that's Spain. And we made it to the final. And I'm so happy. And today, football won. KJ. Let's be honest. France have done fuck all this for competition. I'm sorry to swear, but there's no other way to express this shit right here. Spain have done absolutely fuck all this whole France have done absolutely fuck all this whole competition. They've been nothing short of crap. KJ, their first open play goal happened in the semi-finals. Yeah. One open play goal this whole competition. And it happened in the semi-finals. So they've been crap. I told people France ain't winning it. I guaranteed it from the start because the signs were there. It wasn't a matter of, oh, France have been there, done that, Didier Deschamps, blah. That's not the case. I came here after the first France match reaction and I said publicly, listen, I'm guaranteeing now that France will not win it. And there is a reason why I said that, I just don't say shit just based off emotion or based off how I feel or whatever. Like I say it because I believe it. And at the end of the day, if you want me to be completely honest about the situation, France simply did not deserve it. They did not deserve it this Euros. I mean, we've seen teams like, with all due respect, like the Netherlands and other teams play better football and do better on the football pitch than France have. There's not an insult. It's just the reality of the situation. Like you look at the way that they've operated, haven't really created anything. I mean, even today, let's be honest about today's game. Spain, 2-1 up. Okay. Now tell me, what did France create? What were the clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities that France created? They've been on the back foot. Yeah, they had 2. That's it. They
had 2, but the difference, I'm going to tell you, the difference is
but Spain created more, even when they were up.
But the main guy at France delivered, and the main guy at Spain delivered, and the main guy at France at the end, when his team needed him, looked at like the skies and said, "No."
I actually said this in my watch along more. I was like, "Listen,
really?
Kylian Mbappé in the World Cup is like he turns into a different human, but I don't know why when he sees the Euro ball, he just doesn't perform.
He doesn't like the Euros.
There is no way. I'm sorry, guys. There is no way I'm watching the same Mbappé I watched in Qatar. There's no way. It's not the same Mbappé. Mbappé in Qatar 2 years ago, bro, the guy was unbelievable. He scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final. That guy was on some next level shit. And now I have no idea what I'm seeing in this competition. I don't think it's unfair to say, and I think it's not even a biased thing. I think Cody Gakpo has been better than Mbappe this comp. That's not even a wild opinion.
And that's not even wild. That's not wild. That's not wild. I don't think that's
Danny
a wild
Olmo
thing.
has been better than Mbappe. The Georgian striker has been better than Mbappe. Imagine.
Like, I don't think that's wild to say that. People so attached. People so attached to names, and they are not objective. Kylian Mbappe today, you are supposed to be the guy to carry the team. You had an assist, okay, and then you got scored on twice. You had two clear-cut chances
against Jesus Navas and Vivian.
2 clear-cut chances, bro. I didn't. Vivian.
By the way, who is Vivian? By the way, who the hell is this guy?
No one knows. No one knows. I think the coach looked aside and didn't find anybody else. And this guy was just.
I saw the number 5 on his back. I was like, Vivian. What? The only Vivian I know is flipping Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's the only Vivian I know.
Vivian is actually a French name as well.
I think he plays for Athletic Bilbao. He plays for Bilbao. I don't watch a lot of La Liga, so I didn't know like he's like anyway. To be honest with you, this Spanish national team is not only he changed this guy. The coach.
You realize what happened today, though, right?
No, there is one more thing I wanted to actually say tactically. This guy changed the way we look at Spanish football completely. By the way, it's not about empty position. This coach, right? It's completely different. It's very adaptable through the game, by the way, very adaptable through the game. Can change the way they play, can sit deep, can defend in a block like AC Milan, like the red wall. You know what I mean? And also can turn it on and go forward once they want to. And by the way, I'm going to say one thing. There is one player that is very underrated in this tournament, and not a lot of people talking about him. Fabian Ruiz. What the actual heck? Yeah, but Fabian Ruiz, Hussam, bro. Fabian Ruiz was good at Napoli, but then when he went to PSG, he was a little bit underwhelming. But Fabian Ruiz, this tournament, has been immense. Through the talent, the technical ability, the decision-making of this guy. This is amazing. The decision-making, though, when to pass to Rodri, when to switch your play, when to go left, when to go right, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely amazing.
Can I say one thing? You know what this game proves? Before Hamza comes in and makes this about Saliba, let me say this right now. Spain are winning the Euros because whoever the hell comes out to the other side are getting slapped. Let's just be real about it, guys. Let's all cut the crap. Let's just be honest. Let's be genuine about the conversations that we have. I've been on the football terrace for a long time. I'm not done. I don't waffle. I actually give you truth. Guys, I'm going to be so honest with you. I think Spain could beat England by 3 goals. Not even exaggerating. I'll be honest with you. Can I just say one thing? Lamine Yamal against Trippier. I'm just saying. Lamine Yamal against Kieran Trippier.
The only person that I can see having an okay game against him is Shaw, and Shaw is flipping, I don't know, injury prone. He probably get injured halfway through that match anyway. So,
and he wouldn't trust him to start already as well. Not yet, anyway. Like he needs some time, fitness, blah blah blah. Listen,
Yeah,
the
Spain,
Netherlands and Spain would be a different test for me. Completely different test to England because they do have weapons that are organized in a way in which Netherlands could scam it against Spain. But you see England, yeah. If England take a final, England needed France to win today, by the way. I hope you guys know this. England needed France to win today because Spain have multiple different weapons in multiple different ways. France, if Killy is not cooking, it's over for them.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't matter who England faced in that final. Both teams will find a way to beat us. We're riding on.
Yeah, but against France, you have hope because it's defensive versus defensive. Could go to penalties. It will end 0-0 type shit. When it comes to Spain are just gonna come out of the blocks, attack, done. Just attack. They're not playing around. Give the ball to Yamal, dribble. Give the ball to Nico Williams, dribble. Dani Olmo in there, Morata in there, and just fucking cook. You know, that's just what happened.
Gonna be a long day for us. But Hamza's here.
Before Hamza comes in, I was listening. Before Hamza comes in, Hussam, actually on paper, England should win the game. If England go past the Netherlands, names wise, the Spanish national team is not comparable to the England team. We do a lot of content in English, right? And we watch a lot of Premier League, but also the names that England have, they should absolutely destroy Spain. But you know it's not going to happen. You know, the likes of Nico Williams and Moreno and Rodri and Fabio. Only Rodri, to be honest, is on paper will get into the England national team. Only Rodri. Otherwise, everybody starts. Everyone. There's Laporte in Saudi Arabia. Who else? On paper.
Laporte. It's simple. Listen, the problem
that's what you're missing. Hamza, you're missing the point. Hamza, you're missing the point. Laporte plays in Saudi Arabia. You're missing the point.
He's better than
names.
Yes.
Go ahead. No, but here's the point. You're missing the point. Names-wise. We're talking about names-wise.
Laporte is better than
Hamza, I thought you were going to say Yamal, not Laporte. You're the biggest
Laporte. Laporte, give me Gueye over Laporte, man. This tournament, give me Gueye.
Why is he Saudi? People are not talking about the star boy. Today, I told Hussam, and some giggled in his show. And everyone giggled at me when I said Lamine is better than Saka.
And full screen him,
because I watched La Liga.
Full screen him, clip of a moment. Full screen him. Yes, go ahead.
I told everyone that Lamine is better than Saka. But then I was told I had an agenda. Lamine is better than Saka now. Not even 10 years or 2 years time. He is already better than Saka. It doesn't mean Saka's bad. Saka's still good. But Lamine is just a special talent. You can see the way he gets the ball. He's not scared to take over any player. Any player can be ahead of him. It can be 2 or 3. I've seen Saka put 2 players. He's passing back. I've seen Saka, big games. He's passing back. Lamine has a higher ceiling. You will never, mark my words, Saka will never be better than that. Never be better than this Saka. He will never, ever excel above this point. That's his ceiling. Lamine is already gone past that, and the ceiling is there. You can't even see the ceiling. The difference is he's a special generational talent. Saka's not generational talent. When we talk about generational talent, we talk about Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. No one's going to bring Saka in this conversation. Lamine Yamal today has shown at the age of 16, he performed better than the expected player who was a Ballon d'Or contender, who was Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé today was shamed up by a 16-year-old Lamine Yamal. And I know it hurts people's ego. Arsenal fans probably, they're hurt. How dare you? How dare you, Hamza? How dare you say against Saka, give him time? No, we're not giving him time. That's where you perform in big tournaments. Do you think Lamine Yamal has been asked, go and play left back? Have you ever had a big guy from Spain say, Luis Enrique in the Spanish? No, he's not good. The last game before this, Saka was being asked to play left back. Lamine, he's a star boy. Bro, he's a star boy already. And if they win the tournament, uncomfortable conversation, he will be player of the tournament. You have to, on the basis of his age, you have to give it to him.
I'm surprised you didn't say Rodri.
No, 1 second. I have on the basis of age.
16 years old. 16 years old, yeah.
16. See,
But it's not
name
basis
me
of
a-
age. He is
Name me a
actually Spain's best player.
16-year-old that you've seen had that impact in a major tournament. Go on.
Hamza, why are you fighting
No,
me?
one
like
second.
I'm
I'll
arguing?
ask you a simple question. Name me a
No,
16-year-old.
but I'm not making it. Okay, well, I'll tell you my answer, Hamza.
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
on.
making it based on age. I actually think Yamal has been Spain's best player, full stop.
No, to me, I listen. I'll talk about the main engine of that team, that main engine, and I'll give him this credit, and
we go.
credit due to Rodri, because I've been watching Spain for couple
Shocked, guys.
in the Nations League.
Laporte and Rodri prop.
No,
Yeah.
Laporte is okay, but I'm not saying. I'm talking about Rodri. Fabian Ruiz, I know you praised him, but 3 times he nearly gave the ball away in the box. Twice he gave the ball in the box. It could have been scored. It could have. No, bro, you don't say that. It could have been scored because he was too arrogant, trying to not make a guy in the box. And Rodri gave him a look and said, "You don't do that." Rodri is composed. He said it. I don't care. What did Rodri say in his interview? I don't care about accolades. To me, it's about trophies. He said it. And that's when you know he plays for the team. He doesn't care about accolades. When he didn't win Player of the Year in England, he didn't care about that. He cares about taking the trophies. That is the experience of Rodri. To me, Lamine, today what we've seen, Kylian Mbappé, who's supposed to be a Ballon d'Or winner, the 16-year-old has been better than him. R9 at 16 wasn't playing a big tournament. I'm sorry to say that. Messi at the age of 16 wasn't playing at the big tournament. Wayne Rooney wasn't playing in the big tournament.
16,
There's
no one.
player
The
I've
only
ever
young guy
seen
I can
in my
remember
life
is
at the age of 16
only guy I
has
can
played
remember is what's his name? Is Owen in '98. That's the only one I
He
can
was
remember.
18. He was 19.
He was 18, Hussam. He wasn't. It
18
wasn't. It
years
wasn't.
old.
It was
Yeah,
18,
He was
19.
19. Yeah.
We've
Listen,
never
as
seen
him.
16-year-old has never played this well.
Sam, 1 second.
Yeah.
Sam,
Like people tell me Pele. We never watched
Sam,
Pele, guys. Like, come on,
let's get the facts right.
Yeah.
Let's get the facts right. If you knew about England, he only played well against Argentina because Tunisia, I remember, scored. Owen wasn't the main guy. It was only he came to the eye when he scored that wonderful goal against Argentina. Lamine has been exceptional from beginning to now. Now we have to give him the credit. The
Yeah,
fact
Hamza,
I'm comparing to
Hamza.
Saka is a joke, bro. You have to
Yeah,
give him the credit and say, yo,
yeah.
he's a special talent. But something can only get better.
Yeah, Hamza.
16-year-old
Okay.
are doing GCSEs.
Yeah, okay. First of all, you're
Turns
agreeing
17
with
this
me.
Sunday, by the way.
Yeah, he's a great talent. Second of all, you compared him to Saka. No one else was chatting about that, so I don't know why you're bringing that up. Third of all, you got a super chat for you. It says Hamza, Yamal or Foden.
They play different positions.
There you are. There you are.
No, I'm
There
talking
you
about a
are.
winger. I'm talking about a winger position. If Foden
Yeah,
plays
so
on the
why
wing,
do you compare Saka to Foden?
better than
then if
Foden
they
on
play
the wing.
different
Fact.
positions?
He's better than Foden on the wing. He's
No,
better
no,
than
no,
Foden.
no. Okay, let me ask you the question the right way. Let me ask you the correct question. If you have one player to choose now to add to Man City squad, your squad is full, and you have one player to add to Man City squad. You don't have Foden, you don't have Yamal. Which one are you choosing?
We wanted Lamine from last year, August.
No,
Can you
so
just
you're
answer
taking
the question, Hamza?
so you're taking Yamal over Foden. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
he
hearing.
just said
No. Foden doesn't play this. He plays on the number 10.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Mo, ask your
Hamza.
question again.
No, Hamza.
You
That's
have
the whole
one player left in the squad. One player left in the squad. Your squad is full. You have all the position full. Would you take Foden or Lamine Yamal? Answer the question. It's one name. There is no waffle. There is no context to it.
To me, I'll take Foden.
Okay,
All right, then.
cool. That's fine. That's your opinion. You can have that. Don't worry about that. Another super chat here that says, let's keep it 100. Yamal is the best European winger right now. In 1 or 2 years, he will be the best winger in the world. Big praise from TM127.
Unless the Pedri thing happens, yes, I see this happening.
Yeah, we got that. And then also, we have Hamza Prep for when he supports Barca again, 115 FC. Are you preparing to support Barcelona after you guys get charged? Is that?
Tell them.
You're proven guilty. Is that what it is?
No. I just like Barcelona when I was young. Like I was a fan of Kluivert and Patrick Kluivert. I used to have his shirt.
Like Barcelona. Okay.
Hamza, can you show us that shirt that you've got of Patrick Kluivert?
No, I haven't got. My mum burned it. My mum messed it up. But I had Patrick Kluivert.
Wait,
It's
wait.
burned. It's not here. It's not here. It's burned.
No, but
Don't
one
worry about
second.
it.
It's
Don't
true.
worry.
Hold on. One second.
Your mom burnt your Patrick Kluivert football shirt.
Yeah, my mom burned that shirt. And one second, I'll prove it.
He's gonna show you a
Uh,
random photoshopped picture
people-
now of
People
him.
in the chat,
in
Hold
with
on.
the
What's that
Brazil.
email? What's that email saying?
Kluivert on
Kluivert on
fire.
fire.
Yeah, what does
There
that
you are.
prove? How does that prove you had a football shirt?
Oh,
How does
I
that
had
prove
it.
anything?
Okay, I'll look for it. I think I've got it here. I've got a picture of that. Clive on
My
fire. That was my
lord,
name.
Hamza, you are amazing. Another super chat. He goes, "I would take a one-legged Yamal over Foden from JW." That is a big
Listen,
claim.
let's not exaggerate as well, because I hate when people overdo it. Listen, I don't judge footballers any, whether it be good or bad, based on international competitions. I think Yamal is incredible. I think he's incredible for Barca as well. But we need to take our time. That's all I'm saying. Because people were saying the same stuff about Pedri and Gavi and a whole shitload of youngsters. People just need to chill a little bit. Let it happen.
Yeah, Ansu Fati, man. I remember that. Man was getting some mad shots. Mad shots.
Araujo, remember when the Araujo conversation happened as well, like 2
Yeah.
years ago, 3
But
years
he's
ago.
special. You can tell.
Hamza didn't even say Foden with confidence. Fraud, man. Like Terrence Daniels calling you out there, Hamza. Going to some kind of England chat. We got some chats and super chats to go through about this. First of all, it says the Euros is about the kids. Apart from Yamal, Kobe is the best passing stats in the history of the Euros.
Why did
Shout
you
out to
start
Kobe.
this one out of them all? Can I understand?
Yeah.
Because it's
I
doing
was gonna
Kobe
get-
Man, you prop.
yeah,
You
and I get it out of the way.
fraudulent Man United fan.
I
Yes,
get it out
you
of
have
the way because I'm here
exposed
to chat.
yourself. You have exposed it.
No, I'm here to chat about proper football. A little bit of prop here and there ain't gonna harm nobody. Don't worry about that. KJ, Yamal or Bellingham? In this tournament, I would have to say Yamal, like 100%. Bellingham is my boy, but Yamal
In
has
this
been better.
tournament, Yamal. But who's had a better season this season? Bellingham.
Oh,
Here's
Bellingham,
the thing,
yeah.
let's not overdo it. People always, guys, I can name you names for days. James Rodriguez, Eric Jemba, El Hadj Diouf, Diego Forlan, Muslera. I can name you names
Diego
of players
Forlan's a
that
good
you guys
player.
don't even know. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst in
He was
2010
old.
World
He was
Cup.
30.
In 2010 World Cup was on some next level shit. There's so many examples of players. By the way, use the reverse to prove to you that international football is never the measuring stick. Kylian Mbappé. Everyone on the stream, despite Hamza's agendas, would happily take Kylian Mbappé at their club. If you watched only this competition, you'd think Mbappé is trash. And I can use another positive example, Sheridan Shaqiri. If you're a football casual who only watches international football, I'll give you two names. Guillermo Ochoa, Mexican goalkeeper.
What a
Every World
player.
Cup he just turns up
What
and
a
is
player.
like on some
Greatest
Buffon
goalkeeper I've
shit.
ever seen.
But Yamal's
And then
better than
Shaqiri.
Bellingham. What we doing?
Every international competition, Shaqiri is scoring a goal that's like goal of the competition contender, unbelievable goal and stuff. But for club level, they're not at that level. That's why what you do consistently over a 38-game period, over a Premier League and a Champions League campaign or blah, 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 it matters more. So as
That is true.
incredible as Yamal is, we have to say the truth.
But no,
This season-
Bellingham's been bad. No.
Bellingham
no,
this season
no, do
is the
not
La
even
Liga.
try.
They play in the same
Don't
competition.
even try.
Bellingham is the La Liga player this season.
No, we're not doing this. Bellingham has been one of the worst, but other than his 2 goals, he's been
Hamza, I'm talking
one
about
of
the
the worst
season, the
players.
season.
Worst, I'll tell.
Hamza, I'm
How can
talking
you
about the
not talking
season, not the
He's been
Euros.
one of the worst players for some. I don't care.
I'm
what you
talking
say.
about the
He's
season,
been
not
one of
the
the worst
Euros,
players, whether you
brother.
like it or not. You don't-
Hamza,
you're not
listen.
gonna-
Hamza, listen. Osama is
I'm
saying the
talking
season,
about
not
the
the Euros.
season, not the Euros. I'm not talking about the Euros. I'm talking about the season.
This
Because,
season,
by the way, your player is in the same camp. Foden has been trash in the Euros, but he won
Yes,
Premier
I
League
agree.
player of the season.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm talking about the overall season. So
All right, guys, look who it is. Hey,
like
he's
that,
made
look
it
at
back.
we cannot just judge who's better or not just based on fucking Euros. You have to have an overall conversation.
Why? Okay, wait. What's that? Why are you all breathing heavy around me? Bro? Go,
Yeah,
man.
where's the
What is
professionalism?
going on here? Jeez, what do you think this is? Sorry, guys. Continue.
I can't like
Well,
Daniel.
Sam. Bellingham was good
What
in La
did you guys
Liga,
do?
but in the Champions League, he's been very poor. In
Yeah.
La Liga, he's been
He's like
excellent.
Haaland last year, 0 goals in the semis and the final. He was very poor.
He scored against Bayern Munich. What are we doing?
I said semis and the final. Fix your ears.
But still, what did Bellingham do? in
You
the
know who
Champions League?
Bellingham scored in the
Bellingham was poor against in the Man City home and away. He was poor against Bayern Munich home and away. And in the
Wrong.
final, he was
In the
poor.
home
Wrong.
game, he's the one. Wrong. In the home game, he's the one that gave them the first goal.
Which
You're
home
wrong
game?
there.
The
The
3-3.
home game, Real Madrid, the first one. He's the one who
Oh, the
stopped
three.
it from the air
And
and,
the game
played
in
the
that-
assist. So, no, you're
And in
wrong.
the Etihad
Yeah,
game, he's the guy who
Hamza, just
controlled the ball out of the
let your-
sky, laid it off to Vinicius, who then passed it
That
to
was a deflected
Rodrigo.
goal, man. What are we doing here, man?
Yeah, Hamza, you need to let your Bellingham.
What do you mean?
agenda
What are we
go.
doing?
Well,
We're
the guy
doing
is
what
not-
we're doing.
Listen, why are people not accepting the guy is not good? They praise
In
him.
the
Hamza,
Euros,
Hamza-
yes, we agree.
Hamza, what do you mean
Hamza.
not good? Not good is very vague. What do you mean
Yeah.
not good? Like, what
Not
does that
like
mean?
Zidane's, people are saying he's number 5, he's the next Zidane. La la la. And the level he's
No
playing
one
at.
said Bellingham is Zidane. What are you talking about?
That's
No one
what
ever.
Real
You are
Madrid
the only
fans-
one. You are the only one who's pushing that narrative to shit on. You're the only one, by the way. No one ever said Bellingham is Zidane.
I
no
wish
one.
we could play WWE entrance music. I hear voices in my head. You just
No,
hear
no
it
one
going
ever.
in your head.
The guy is
Right,
never
listen.
Zidane.
Zidane is better than every English midfielder ever put together. You get me?
There we go. There we go.
So let's
There,
not
there
do
you go. Hamza is now happy that he's got his.
Zidane is
Bellingham
better than
agenda ready.
Gerrard, than Lampard, than Scholes, and Foden, and Bellingham, and everyone. Zidane is him.
Yep.
So you cannot talk
There we
about
go.
Zidane.
Yeah, let's not do that no more. Okay, so
No,
if
that's a lot.
if England win tomorrow, am I confident that we can beat Spain? No, I'm not, because
Thank you.
we suck. And also we got Ivan said England's best chance of beating Spain is to take the match to penalties. They should adopt a highly defensive strategy throughout the game and hope for a goal from one of their forwards. Well, listen, Southgate will find a way to ruin that as well. So I am not
I disagree with that
confident.
take, of course. Spain on the transition can be got at, and England again. Bukayo Saka on the counter attack. Phil Foden should at least have a good game in the tournament. When is he gonna have a good game? Phil Foden and Bukayo Saka in this game in the transition, because Spain were wide open today in the transition. They play a very high line, by the way. Even when they are up, they play a very high line. If Saka can do his job and Foden can do his job, England should have chances. And
Yeah,
the
but you're
problem
talking
is
about the
Southgate.
manager with balls, though, which Southgate
They
doesn't have.
play as a team.
No, but
know
you don't
that.
have to.
No,
but
the
you just
comment
need
that
Saka and
KJ
Foden to play
No,
well.
just one sentence. The comment that KJ just brought up is exactly what's going to happen. Maybe not playing for penalties, but the other part. They're going to play defensive and try hit on the counter.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
But the problem with England, they're
And
scared.
you both know.
They're worried.
You know
they're gonna
who's
give
you know who
possession
should
to
do that?
Spain, and they're going to park the bus. We all know this.
This is Phil Foden's game, Hamza. Phil Foden, if he plays in that game, he should be the guy in the transition, gliding past players, playing Saka behind, making things happen. I'm watching Phil Foden because he is the guy. But listen, first, if England win
Let's
against the
go through
Netherlands,
the
let's put the gap on.
Netherlands,
The
We
Netherlands.
still have to face
Netherlands.
Holland, the Netherlands,
They're
and
not
they could
losing.
easily
Yeah,
smack
Cody
us as well.
Gakpo and Virgil and Ake are coming, Habibi. See
Yeah,
how
we
tight-
gotta get past that first. Even if we, if we can
Actually,
do
I'm
that,
going to
that'd
say
be great.
something. If England play France, I think Cole Palmer, because he played at Chelsea a little bit of transition, I think he suits the game more than Phil Foden.
Fair enough.
We'll-
Saka
we'll
has more man of
cross that
matches for
bridge.
England than Foden and Palmer have combined. GA. If I speak, I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Big respect on the star boy's name. Yeah, Saka is
For
listen,
England,
Saka-
Saka's better than both. Let's cut the.
Yeah. For
No,
England,
no.
Saka's been that guy. And we can't deny that. Guys, it's been a wonderful show. The fact that Terry got here before we finish shows how good the show is. Guys, thanks for everyone who tuned into the show. Make sure you subscribe to Football Terrors. Go like this video. Go share this out to anyone who hasn't seen the reaction yet. And also, make sure you download. Make sure you go over to NordVPN, our sponsors today. Go scan that QR code. Get the best deal that you can get using our TFT code and get a big discount and also 4 extra months. And last but not least, this stream will take you over to Hassam's channel where they are doing a show and they will be going through everything from today, through all the transfer news that's been happening in the last 24 hours. Guys, great panel for you over there. Hassam and Mo, they're also doing a greatness over there. So go over and watch that after the stream. For everyone else, it's England versus the Netherlands tomorrow. Terry will be covering that with you guys. I pray.
Gordon Masterclass. Come on,
I'm
Netherlands.
praying
Come on.
for the
For the
stinkiest win I've
masterclass.
ever seen in my life. 2 more games potentially before he's coming home. I don't believe, but please, Gareth and the boys, make me believe.
Foden
tomorrow.
versus
All right,
Rodri. Final.
guys.
See you
let's
guys
keep
on the
going.
other
Have a good
side.
one.